Hi, today I want to talk about one of the philosophies used in managing at times. I call it the beating shall continue until morale improves. So let me tell you a short story. I once worked in a sales field where the the plan was if you didn't make your sales quota, they would then reduce the percentage of commission that you got. So you're already struggling. You haven't made your quota, which means you're not bringing home as much as you'd like, of course. This is not good for you as a salesperson already. So then they say, well, you didn't make your quota. So now instead of receiving, I can't even remember what it was, 12% of every sale, we're only going to give you 8% of a sale until you get up to quota again. So I simply did something that I do a lot. I spoke the truth. I sent an email to our sales manager, the people in charge, and said, I'm not sure this is a great motivator. You're already down and you're going to make less. How is that going to motivate me to do better? And it happened to be in that month, it was March, I remember, there had been 25 days in the month so far, and I had written 21 proposals. So it wasn't as if I had been lazy or I had not been out in the field. I had not been working. I had not been writing things up and trying to get sales. And I said in my email, if you have someone on staff who isn't coming to the office, who isn't going and making proposals, maybe that's appropriate. But I'm not sure this is an appropriate way to respond to someone working very hard to meet their goals. So, how was that met by leadership? How would you take someone working very hard, there every day, doing what they were supposed to do? Leadership is supposed to lead, right? Leadership is not in charge, but in charge of the care of the people they're in there. That is what my goal is in Step 3 consulting. Well, this is how that played out for me. I was whisked into an office with my general manager and my sales coach. He's on here, he may remember this. And I was annihilated. I was told very quickly how that was not okay. Papers thrown down in front of me. Do you remember this? Do you remember when you signed this? Do you remember when you signed it? You knew what the repercussions were. How dare you? How dare you? Tears streaming down my face, shaking. For what? For telling the truth, telling how I felt. My sales manager kind of trying to help out best he could, but this guy's in charge of him, saying, she has done a lot of work. She has. It's really not her fault. She. So that's how that's met. And then we wonder why we come into meetings and we say we have a survey and we'd like to know what everybody thinks, and we don't get them back. We'd like it more employee engagement, but we don't get it. We want a culture here that we're open, and I've got an open door policy, but you don't get it. When those below you are afraid to speak, or when they speak the truth, they are reprimanded for it. You cannot have an open, positive culture. If you're a manager or leader, you think of those below you as students, as a teacher finds a student. So if your son or daughter is in a class right now and they were to say to their teacher, I really don't work this way. This doesn't motivate me. I'm having trouble learning through the lecture. Could I have it on paper where it's written out? They would, right? Or you would hope that they would. You would hope that they would teach in a style that would be helpful. That's the purpose. I'm a teacher by trade, right? You would want them to speak in the way that they would understand. So why don't we speak in a way that people understand? Or when they are open with us and they say, I'm not sure getting, when I left out, I thought, this company doesn't care. They don't care about me. They don't care about my family. So why should I care to make them more money? Money is not my motivator. You have to know how your people are motivated and how you can help them best be successful. That is what I'm about. Because when you tap in to what makes them tick, when you are truly open to hear, when they come to you, I've done this before, where it's like, hey, everybody has a problem with this. How dare you? Well, no wonder nobody comes and talks to you. No wonder it's not an open door policy. If I can't say this is a problem, I feel this way. If we don't have empathy for those around us, if we cannot be empathetic with the people we're supposed to be taking care of, not whoosh. This is not some kind of coliseum where you got people under you. These are people what is the big game? You want me to be successful, so you're successful, so I'm successful, so you're successful. Oh, there's a problem. Oh, how could we motivate you? What would work? Do you need a little bit more sales time? Do you need some more time with your trainer? Do you need, what kind of carrot? What can we do for you to make you successful? I went on to sell millions in my next job. So, wasn't me. Go out, be that leader, be the person that listens to your staff. Let's not use that. The beating shall continue until morale improves. It's not a good management. That's not a good program. And I know you can do better. Let me help you be able to talk to people in the way they need to be talked to. That's your step 3 tip of the day. Happy Friday. See you soon.